Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were spotted arriving in Pennsylvania on Friday to make up for lost Thanksgiving with Jason, Kylie and their adorable daughters, Travis' adorable nieces Benny, 2, Elliot Ty, 4, and Wyatt, 5, and 7-month-old Finley were excited to see Aunt Taylor again after the wonderful holiday. Kelce, also 35, and the Pennsylvania-born pop princess flew in from Kansas on Friday morning to visit Jason's home in the upscale residential community of Haverford Township, 9 miles from downtown Philadelphia. Exclusive images obtained by NatFL show their car parked in the driveway of Jason's charming stone home, which has a wraparound deck and sits on an acre of beautifully landscaped grounds. Complete with a large patio and pool, Thanksgiving 2025, which took place yesterday, November 28, 2025, Swift and Kelce were not together that day. Travis Kelce traveled to Dallas with his team, the Kansas City Chiefs, to attend the NFL game against the Dallas Cowboys, and they suffered a memorable defeat due to an incorrect referee call. To forget the sadness, Travis was compensated by his fiancée Taylor Swift and Kelce's family with a cozy Thanksgiving party with family members such as Dad Ed, Mom Donna at Jason's mansion on Friday. The Kansas City dynasty continues to fall apart, and Kelce, 36, is only 6 games away from retirement if this situation continues. The Kansas City Chiefs' playoff hopes are in jeopardy as the team is in a state of crisis after losing to the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. And for Travis Kelce, that means facing the very real prospect of his NFL career ending catastrophically on January 4, when the Chiefs' regular season ends in Las Vegas away to the Raiders. The linebacker scored a touchdown in the first half of Thursday's 31-28 loss to the Cowboys and is having a great season personally. After a poor 2024 and an off-season focused on getting in the best shape possible, he's reaping the rewards. However, he's 36 years old and under contract after this season, no matter how the Chiefs manage to do things from here on out. Just 2 weeks ago, he admitted that this could very well be the last year we see of him in the NFL. I want to make that decision before they have to have draft picks and free agency to properly fill out the roster, Kelce said last week. It all comes down to the end of the season. I won't think about it until then. But now, according to Patrick Mahomes, Kelce's quarterback and close friend, the Chiefs have to win or lose. Kansas City has to play perfect from here on out. There's no room for another loss. Sharing a video of his teammates' touchdown against the Cowboys, he wrote, "Travis Kelce hasn't slowed down, making me wonder if he can play another year."
Just missed opportunities. I mean, just like all the losses we've had this year. I mean, getting the ball 2 times kind of at midfield in the start of the second half and then not coming through and getting points at all. That's stuff that you can't do against good football teams, and we did that today.
When you have a play like that to Xavier, does it make you feel like, okay, we're on a roll right when we need to be?
Yeah, I mean, we got to be more consistent at the end of the day. Like we've had big plays, we've had runs where we can really just score at any time, but we got to be consistent for 4 quarters, especially when you play good football teams and they have a good offense. So they have a good football team. They're playing well right now. They're the same desperation that we are, and they played better over 4 quarters than we did. So even though we have good plays here and there, we got to be more consistent at the end of the day.
Just on that play, can you just take us through your balance as you're running out to the right?
Yeah, I mean, they actually played a pretty good coverage, and they got pressure and just scrambling, kind of got tripped up a little bit, and I was trying to get enough on it to get it to Xavier. But he did a good job working back to me because his route was across the field. So got enough to get it to him and make a big play in a moment, but it was too late, obviously.
Can you talk about the touchdown pass to Hollywood at the end?
Yeah, they were in a kind of a cover 2 type defense versus our empty play, and so they have a linebacker matchup on a receiver, and he played really good coverage, but Hollywood made a really good play, and so I got to keep giving guys chances to do that throughout the game, and so that we can score more touchdowns earlier in the game.
Patrick, can you put your finger on why you were a little disjointed there in the second and third quarter?
And credit to them, they changed up things, but at the end of the day, we got to execute at a higher level, and penalties killed some drives, and that's stuff that we got to be better at. And that's kind of stuff that we've done all year long. Is you get penalties, you get behind the sticks, and then you don't get first downs. And so whenever you have 10, 11, whatever it was, penalties, that usually hurts you at the end of the day.
How do you kind of just reset now, knowing what your record is and margin of error being pretty thin at this point.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to win. Got to win every game now. I mean, and hope that's enough. So, I mean, we're going to play a lot of good football teams coming up. And if we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to have to win them all. And that's got to be the mindset when we step into the building when we get back.
Patrick, in the second quarter, when you're going into the sun, I know there was a play where you scrambled to the right from the shade to the sun, and before you got sacked. Did it affect you seeing downfield? Because it looked like there were a couple of guys that may have been open, but I couldn't.
No, I mean, it's just, I mean, you play some games. I played baseball growing up. The sun's part of it. It's not something that we knew coming into the game. So just got to find those guys whenever you're scrambling and make those throws.
Patrick, injury-plagued offensive line right now. Did the guys, that stepped in there, how do you see it? Like
They battled, man. That's a hard thing to do on a short week, to come against a good defensive line, the one that can rush the passer from all 5 positions. And they did a good job battling, getting when their number was called. And so hopefully we can get some of these guys back and get them healthy over this extended week that we have. But I have confidence in those guys stepping in to play if needed be.
Patrick, what do you make of your guys' ability as a team, your ceiling as a team? Do you still feel as confident as you did, even though the results haven't turned out the way you want?
I mean, our ceiling is playing in the Super Bowl. We got all the same guys. We've added players, but at the end of the day, you got to go out and do it on every single week, a week in, week out basis. And we can beat anybody, but I mean, we've shown that we can lose to anybody. And so we got to be more consistent. It starts with me being consistent throughout the entire game, not in just big moments. And that's something that we have to do throughout an entire game and week to week. It's not just one time. And we obviously see the last week we have a big win, and then you come here and play another good football team, and you don't come to play. And so the ceiling can be what it is, but until you put it on the football field, you won't be able to go out there and win football games.
You mentioned just that this has some familiarity with your other losses. In what way?
Just not being consistent. I mean, it's just offense, defense, special teams. I mean, it's just we got to put it all together for 4 quarters in this league. That's something we've been great at in the past, but it's not the past. Now it's the present, and you have to be able to do that week in and week out. And even last week we weren't consistent when we won the game. So it's just being consistent throughout an entire game, bringing the right mindset, the right energy, and something that we're going to have to do the rest of the way out.
I'm sure you don't really want to just dwell on the touchdown passes, but nonetheless, the one to Travis in particular, can you just go through that? I mean, it looked like you released the ball before he even made the cut.
Yeah, no, we had a good feel for the coverage that we were going to get. Another one where the guy played really good coverage, but you got to, with his back turn, you put it up top, especially for the tight ends like that, and let him go up there and make plays. And Travis has proved for years that he can make that play. And so big-time catch for him. You got to continue to execute like that when we get in the red zone. That's the one improvement we had from the week before, is that we scored touchdowns in the red zone.
Okay, thanks, Patrick.